Hi, welcome back to me and Mon Ami, and today we've got a monumental challenge for our Citroen Ami, because not only are we going to attempt to visit 4 village perchés, 4 wonderful mountain villages in one day, a round trip of, we think, around 100 kilometers, but we're going to attempt to do it using only free public chargers. So can we do 4 village perchés for note? So it should be quite a spectacular drive today, because we are going to take you first to the gorgeous village of Haut De Cagnes, famous for square boules. They play boules with square boules, don't they, Mr. Boules? Boule. We're then going to go on to, what's our second village?
We're going to La Gaude.
La Gaude, which is a village you've not seen before and is very beautiful. We're then going to head towards the fantastic village of Saint-Jeannet, where we did film once before. And then finally, we're going to end up in the mystery village of Gattieres, where we are hoping to drive through the village, and we're going to visit a restaurant, aren't we, Mr. Boo?
Yeah.
A restaurant run by, what do they call, René and Renato?
Benjamin and Gerard.
Benjamin and Gerard. So, as we said, we're hoping to do this journey for absolutely nothing, because we're hoping to use the wonderful Prise de Nice chargers that they have in this area, this region, 06. In fact, there are some over there. Those are car share, but there is one just behind it that is actually for us. And I think you get, isn't it up to 2 hours free charging, Mr.
Yes.
Boo? 2 hours free charging and 2 hours free parking.
Correct.
Now, not surprisingly, these are quite popular. They're quite popular, we've noticed, with taxi drivers who have electric taxis, who presumably are getting free electric. I mean, quite remarkable. Or certainly a couple of hours of free electric. So anyway, along the way today, Mr. Boo is going to become Prise de Nice spotter, aren't you?
Yes.
It's a whole new hobby, you know, like train spotting. Well, we're going to try and spot chargers in Nice, in Cagnes-sur-Mer, and then in these villages that we're visiting, Saint-Jeannet, etc. So you might get a bit of an idea of just how many or how few chargers there are in this region. There's another one over there. But of course, the interesting thing is that at the minute, even with soaring electricity prices, they're managing to keep them free for the first 2 hours. And I was reading the other day that in Britain, charging at the roadside is now almost as expensive as filling up your fuel tank, which kind of just seems a bit self-defeating to me. I think it's still an awful lot cheaper to charge up at home, and it's certainly an awful lot cheaper to charge this thing up, because, as I often point out, even with the fuel bills having gone up, we can charge it fully for under €2. In fact, it may well still be around €1.50, but it's absolutely a maximum of €2. But we're not going to waste those €2 today. No siree, we want free. Can we do it? And by the way, we haven't brought with us that device that I'm always going on about, that I know you don't want me to talk about this week, so I'm not going to talk about it. So we've got no backup. So if the charging stations are full, we'll just have to go to a bar, Mr. Boo, and eat and drink while they become vacant. Though we should point out that the weather forecast, which is absolutely beautiful at the minute, is forecasting storm-force winds from late this afternoon. So we would quite like to have got to Gattieres, had our meal, driven through the village and got back home before Elton is subjected to sort of Dorothy-like Wizard of Oz levels of wind.
Quite.
You didn't know that Dorothy had wind, did you? Well, you're not in Kansas anymore. Anyway, sit back and enjoy a bit of the ride, and we might put on one of our favourite old songs, because people love this song and we haven't played it for a while, and Well, should we have a bit of pandemonium, Mr. Boo? Let's have a bit of pandemonium by Hannah Stone.
Oh baby, I love your
And one there.
It's so
And another charger there.
beautiful.
Mr. Boo's doing good on the charger spotting.
You shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal.
This'll be us, Mr. Boo, if we don't find our public chargers. You'll be on that tow truck. Oh, he's not happy, is he? Bad day, bad day.
Born, take me somewhere I don't know, and give me your freedom.
Me and Mr. Boo have a special game we play. When we pass this hotel here, which has a sign up with its price, we try and guess. How much, Mr. Boo?
94.
85.
Oh, you cheated. It's 85.
It's 85. Sometimes it's as low as 59. In fact, during COVID, it was free, wasn't it? It was free to ladies of the night, because I've heard, allegedly, that occasionally, just occasionally, it's frequented by gentlemen and ladies of the night.
Goodness.
Allegedly.
I know, just do what you want with me.
Do you think there's a sort of Belgian Porsche rally going on, Mr.
There
Boo?
might be.
Because we've seen a lot of them, and there was one with a number plate. It said, what was it? NC, no comment. That was it, NC.
And that one said Johnny.
Johnny.
Halliday.
Halliday. Oh, it's a sign. It's a sign. Johnny's coming back. Praise be to Johnny.
Just how I was born, take me somewhere I don't know, and give me your
I should say that one of our subscribers, who's a truck driver, I think he's called Bert, and he wrote to me this week, and he told me that I'm holding the steering wheel too tightly. I think he thinks I'm sort of driving like a granny, and he said if you hold it tightly with your thumbs, if the wheels get hit by something, you can lose your thumbs.
I hope that doesn't happen.
I don't know whether it happened to him, but I think he's had great pain because he got jerked with his thumbs tightly on the wheel. So I'm going to try and, be a lot looser with my wheel movements, Mr. Bill. Looser stools. Save your love, my darling, save your love. That's Rennie and Renato.
Right.
Just telling you, so you keep up, so you remain culturally aware and relevant.
wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane in the right.
So we are arriving now in Cancer, and we've not had much luck in the past finding chargers in Cancer, have we?
No, there are none on the seafront, and
Not
there's
at
only
all?
no.
That's bizarre because there's lots of parking.
There's one, or maybe two stations, like on one of the high street side streets.
Sort of parallel streets,
Yeah.
yeah. So we're not, and according to Charge Map Pass, there's not a lot of them elsewhere in Cancer.
No.
None. So I wonder why that is. It's part of the same region, but obviously each of these towns have their own mayor, and I think the politics of those towns can affect perhaps the readiness to embrace e-technology. It's just a theory. So we are now headed inland in the direction of Haut De Cagnes. What does Haut De Cagnes mean? The heights of Cagnes.
In the heights.
In the heights. Summertime heights. Do you remember that?
Summer heights high.
Summer Heights High, that was good. Oh, gee, Miss B. What was that? Prisoner cell blockade.
It's just sound like eggs.
I used to love that. Do you know, on the inside, the sun still shines and the rain comes pouring down. But the sun and rain, they're prisoners too when the morning comes around. Ah, gee, B. Do you remember them? Vinegar tits. Vinegar tits. I think that's what they called her. I might have made that up. I used to love it.
Charging station.
Oh, here is Mr. Boo's charging station. Are they autopartage? They're autopartage,
Yep.
so we can't use those. Autopartage is car share.
This one is for us.
Playing your fun and your games. Always hungry for more. That's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know.
So there, up ahead of us, is Haut De Cagnes with the castle. Is it a real castle, Mr. Boo, or is it?
Yeah,
it's
real
a
medieval castle.
real medieval castle. Wow. And which way do we go to our castle?
Straight over.
Straight over there.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a funny smell of paint in Haut De Cagnes. Oh, it's horrible. It's giving me a headache. Can you smell it?
Smells like pear drops.
It's that horrible. It goes right. Oh, it's giving me an instant migraine.
Give me your freedom. Whoa, you left me to pieces. Yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium.
Oh, we've never driven into Haut De Cagnes. It's a long time since we've even been here. We cycled once, didn't we? So let's see if we can drive into the village in true me and mon ami style. Give you a taste of it. So Mr. Boo thinks he might have worked out a route into the village. Let's see. In here? Oh no, that's disabled access. Here. Don't you think it sounds a bit like a perfume?
Yeah, like Haut De Cagnes.
J'adore Haut De Cagnes. Haut De Cagnes, the perfume de Mr. Boo. And then you could be like Johnny Depp in that, you know, looking all sultry and drug addicted. Alleged. Oh, this is a very. You've driven us to the War Memorial, Mr. Boo. Which map are you on? Is it this one from the Somme?
It said access Haut De Cagnes.
Yes, it is.
But it must be
you've
through
got
that
to be
car
on your
park.
on your legs.
Oh yeah, because there's people and the sign is a person, not a Citroen Ami.
Now I've got to reverse. Well, you have managed to bring us to a cemetery, and anybody regular viewers of this channel will know that we're
Partial to a cemetery.
partial to a cemetery. But today, oh Jesus, today we have.
Jesus.
Sorry, Jesus, in Jesus's house. Today we've a challenge ahead of us. We haven't time to wander around cemeteries while putting sultry music on. I'm not very good at reversing. I'm not a lot of practice. Oh, van life here, look, van life. I wonder what they're doing. They've got their curtains up. I mean, they're making some breakfast.
In the dark.
Well, it'd be very hot. Kettle on. Oh, I think we're going into curb. So, which way? Up towards the cemetery. I'm going to take my glasses off. I can't see in my glasses. I've got bifocals. It confuses me when I'm going backwards. Forward.
Forward.
Oh, it's backwards. It's going well. More van life. There's hell of a lot of van life has appeared this year, hasn't there, Mr. Boo? People with proper van life conversions. None of that hired holiday home thing. Is a lot of, you know, you see they've made them themselves with sticky back plastic and an old porta potty. I quite fancy one. I'd love to do a bit of van life in. You could drive through France with Elton on a trailer at the back. There's the cemetery.
Gorgeous cemetery.
It is a gorgeous cemetery. In fact, we might have to come back just for the cemetery, but not today. Let's see if we can drive into the village.
We're going right here.
There's another cemetery up there. My God, they do some dying in Haut De Cagnes. Is it up here?
Yes.
Oh, look, there's a rally of... Oh, no, it's not. It's just 3 cars together. I get overexcited. I thought they were all minis for a second. Wow, look at that view up there, Mr. Boo.
That's magical.
Have we got the cameras rolling?
Rolling.
That's magic. Look at that with the sky.
Chateau Grimaldi.
Don't want to go down there. So, what is this? Is this to do with the Grimaldis of Monaco? Surely it must be the Grimaldi family. I think you're obliged to find out, Mr. Boo. We rely on you for our expert analysis. Down here?
Down here.
Mr. Boo facts. We haven't had one for a while.
No.
As ever, another very wide south of France road. I have to say, I do think Citroen Amis were in many ways made for these villages, because you just do not want a wide car. Little Fiat 500s, they were great too. This looks like a car park, and it's free. But I'm not.
Free means it's got free space.
Oh,
Going
it's free
right,
space.
still
Isn't
staying
it?
right.
Oh, we're climbing. Climbing to the Chateau Église. Oh, this is rather lovely. Right or left?
Left.
Left,
Left.
you think?
Yeah.
You can see the problem with electric cars is people just don't hear them. So, here we go. Oh, oh, oh. There's still two-way this, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, coming towards the end of September, still a few tourists about, I think. And then up. Well, this is a better drive-through than I expected, isn't it you?
Yeah, I can't remember if you can go up that one or you can go here.
Look at that man's post box. I do like that. Well, some gorgeous buildings here, and the light today is just that wonderful September light in the south of France when it's not so hot. It's about 24, 25. It's just perfect. And look at this gorgeous little street. Oh, emphasis on the word little. This man's got some wood blocks out the front to make it easier to climb up his steps, look.
Clever.
I think that's a very wise move, but you could drive into them if you...
That must be why he's painted it flamingo.
Yeah. And look at that up ahead, the church. Absolutely gorgeous with the bell on top. Which way now? Not that way.
Not that way.
Let's see if we can. This might be. This. I think I saw on Google Maps. This is the end as far as you can go. I think.
Yeah.
'Cause it's a car park. Maybe not. Let's see. We might be able to carry on.
There's steps down there.
Is that the steps? No, it's a road. Wowzer! This is yet again. I don't know how we do it, because I genuinely didn't think you could drive very much into this village, and this is absolutely spectacular. Look at this. What a gorgeous little. And look at that seat, Mr. Boo.
Oh yeah, made out of
An old oil drum.
drum.
Now that is magical. It's the sort of thing you'd see in Cuba or Egypt, where they don't throw things away. Le Manoir. That sounds like a restaurant, doesn't it? Posh restaurant. Well, it's absolutely glorious. Look at the sea. You see ahead of us. Fantastic. Got to have your wits about you. Oh, that's a narrow one. Do you think there is no entry that? But you can come down it. Wow. Look, that's so steep. We've got to do it. Well, I hope these pictures are doing this justice, because it is, in this light today, genuinely a privilege. Look at that, they're having a new bath fitted. New bath, Mr. Boo. I'd love a bath, wouldn't you? I mean, not right now.
You need a bath.
This is true. And it's amazing because you can see the motorway down there. So you've got this incredible medieval village, the motorway, and then the Mediterranean, and they're literally within a stone's throw of each other, as they say on TripAdvisor. Have you noticed on TripAdvisor that whenever they go to a restaurant, they always say, "Oh, the food was to die for."
To die for.
The apple tart was to die for. I mean, eat our food and die. It's not a recommendation, is it? Does it mean like it's your last meal on Earth? Oh, this is quite steep. Do you think we're the first Citroen Ami to drive through the Haut De Cagnes?
Might be.
Might be, might not be. There's quite a few around here now. So we may not be, but we might just lay claim to it. So that was the wonderful Haut De Cagnes, and I get a feeling there's more to see in that town, so maybe we'll return another day to check it out in detail. but we're now headed in the direction of La Gaude or Gaude?
La Gaude.
La Gaude.
Life is so easy. Whoa, you let me to peace.
Oh, we've just had a stop to change GoPro batteries, thinking this was a quiet road, and we've caused 20 shades of chaos. I don't think we're very popular in the Haut De Cagnes anymore, if we ever were. So let's turn the hazard lights off, put the GoPro batteries on to charge in the special device, and press on, hopefully.
So you know,
Yeah,
we're going here where the orange traffic cone is.
yeah.
We're going to turn right.
Right?
Yeah.
Where it says access Pietons?
No, we're going to turn right.
Where this digger is?
Yeah. Behind the digger, we're turning right.
There's a road?
There's a road.
Sure there's not just a hole? I think it's road closed.
No, look, that man's just going on his motorbike.
Oh my
He just
God.
went down. It might be a bit steep. It
Yes.
might be one of Mr. Boo's roads.
There
but
might be a hairpin. There's a car stuck on a transporter ahead of us, a van. Oh. Jesus. Next time I decide to stop on a hill where I think it's quiet, just shoot me. I had just no idea this road was that busy, would you? I just pulled in, I thought it's fine, there'll be nobody else come. And suddenly there were 8 cars behind us.
Going round this digger.
Round this digger.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's a bobcat.
And we're going down.
Down this hill?
Yeah.
Oh la la. Are you sure it's not one way? Oh no.
No, it's 2-way.
Okay.
Away from the scary traffic.
There's a cat. I've just seen a cat. Un chat. Un chat.
And sha.
Un chat. Chat.
Pandemonium.
So how long have we been travelling, Mr. Boo? Can we go up here?
Yes, it's green.
How long have we been travelling, Mr. Boo, now?
We have been on the road for 1 hour and 20 minutes.
1 hour and 20 minutes since we left Villefranche, and we're down to 48 kilometres of range left. So we have used 27, and that's taken us through Haut De Cagnes, and we're on the road to La Gaude. I'm a poet and I don't know it.
The road to La Gaude.
So we just passed the sign that said we are 3.9 kilometres from La Gaude, and it's rather a good drive, this road, though it is one that I have to say people seem to go quite a bit above the speed limit on, wouldn't you say?
Rather.
It's a 50, isn't it?
Yes.
And I've got a feeling that some people are pushing 70. And that's not just the age of the driver.
Yes.
The limit of love is endless. I know. Just do what you want with me.
La Gaude.
Welcome to La Gaude, population 7.
Don't be mean.
Now, true story though, La Gaude was abandoned a couple of times.
Why?
Once because of the plague,
Plague.
and once it was, I think when it converted to Catholicism in the 1100s, the neighbouring villages came to burn it down.
And so they all fled.
Yeah.
Well, I hope I hope we have more luck. There's a very big Gaudoise pizza and soccer sign.
Gaudoise.
Gaudoise. Is that what they call people who live in La Gaude? Gaudoise.
Gaudoise, yeah.
Can we drive into it? Should we try? Which way?
Straight up.
Straight on
Yeah.
there? Well, we may as well have another go. Let's see if we can drive into La Gaude.
An exciting sign there, 9th of October, Vide Grenier.
Vide Grenier. We love going to jumble sales. They have a sort of Vide Grenier season here in the south of France, and so each village has a sort of apportioned day, doesn't it? So they're not all on the same day, and they spread them out over the autumn. Let us know in the comments if you'd like us to visit a few of them, because we love them, but we're very aware that they may not be your thing. But you come across all sorts, don't you? Like that bust of Johnny Halliday that we wish we'd bought. Yeah. It was a real, almost life-size bust of Johnny. It was like almost like an Egyptian death mask of Johnny Halliday. Summer Halliday. That was his famous film. He was on a bus with Cliff Richard.
Yeah.
Summer Halliday. And Tommy Steele, was he in it?
Yeah.
Tommy Steele. Is he still going, Tommy Steele? I think he is. I think he's about to do his Hamlet. He's ageless, Tommy. There's no he can play.
The little white ball.
Play any age, yeah. He's been doing Singing in the Rain since 1743.
Wow.
Anyway, let's see if we can get into La Gaude.
There's a roundabout here, and we're going to go up that.
Cédez le passage. That means give you passage.
So keep going round, and then we're going in here.
We're in here. So we're coming into the village with 37 kilometres of range left, so there's no way we're going to do another 2 village purchase without a charge. Now there are chargers here in that car park. I can see them, but there are 2 vehicles in them. One of which, are they electric or not? I bet you they're not.
Electric. There's a free space. There was a free space.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, maybe we should drive around the village, and man, if we come and have a charge here, we're going to be passing time unless we could pop into the library. Village library. Oh no, it's the school. Let's have a drive round La Gaude, see what it's like. I don't think La Gaude is really on the tourist trail, is it?
What with the plague and the Saracen burnings.
But you know, Haut De Cagnes is very definitely on the tourist map, and it's quite rightly, it's very, very beautiful. And there's a lot of restaurants and things like that, and I'm sure there's a few knick-knack shops, but I don't think La Gaude has anything like that. I think it's sort of got a PMU, which is the local cafe stroke betting shop that France has in all towns and villages. And I think there might be 1 or maybe 2 restaurants, but there's the restaurant La Gaudriole. There's an artisanal soap shop, and there's a lovely, lovely dog. But there's the local bar, Le Buns Bar. It's an unusual name, isn't it? Le Buns.
Le Buns.
Do you think they have nice buns? I don't think I did that, did I?
No, the dog pulled the table.
I thought I'd driven into a cafe table. This looks rather nice. If we hadn't booked in Gattières, I'd quite fancy that. Wouldn't you? It looks very sweet and local. Look, hello. And they've got some nice potatoes on their plates.
Love a potato.
Anyway, this is La Gaude. Here's the Atelier Peinture Céline. I bet that one goes on and on. There she is, artist and painter. She's got curtains drawn. Don't damage her art. French Riviera. Can we go up here?
Yeah.
Place de la Fontaine.
Oh.
This is for me, Mr. Boo.